All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monte The Pharaoh. Filmed every Thursday at 9 p.m. here out of Indie Music TV in Ronkonkoma, New York, where we get to see our best bud, Matty Ice. How are you, Matty?
Yeah, there he is.
Really cold?
Really cold?
Getting ready for the snow?
Yeah.
No.
I hate it.
Oh, me too. I hate snow.
By the way, Pharaoh, I want you to know that we gave a nominal Christmas gift to our illustrious producer. A little late.
You gave him a gift?
But Matt, from our hearts, we
what-
thank you for your hard work that you put into this show weekly, dude. You do such a great job.
Thank you.
What'd you
I really
get?
appreciate it, and I really like it.
Oh, did you give him an envelope?
I didn't give him an envelope.
You're
but
like Vince McMahon. Here, have an envelope. Merry Christmas. You're
before I
fired.
Fire you.
Vince McMahon loves firing people on Christmas. Bah.
Want to welcome everybody for joining us. Maria Davis, how are you? Rick B. Loose Cannon 88, my friend. How are you? PJ, welcome, my friend.
Everybody.
PJ opening up. Can CM Punk go a single promo without bashing the WWE? It's boring now.
Nope. He ain't gonna. Nope.
Rick Howard in the house. Oh, by the way, he says best wishes to Eric Sims. So, before we get into the show.
What do you mean? What?
Eric Sims, I was busy at work yesterday and had some other things going on.
Okay.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but Eric was posting on his Facebook page that I guess something had happened. So I called him this morning to say, hey, what's going on, brother?
Yeah.
And he told me that him and his wife go in the same direction to work with their child, right? So she drops her off.
Yeah.
And he said that he was behind her, like she left earlier.
Yeah.
And she called him screaming. So he headed rushing down there to see what the hell was going on.
Okay.
And what he had told me is that this bridge they go over, ice is really bad.
Okay.
And there was like a 40-car, a 20-car pile up. And he said that he slid into the pile.
Oh.
And some dude comes over and goes, get out of the car. Gets him out of the car.
They don't want an 18-wheeler sliding into him.
Well, that's what happened.
Oh,
an 18-wheeler.
My God, really?
Yeah.
I've seen videos of things like this.
Oh, absolutely. 802, what's up, my man?
So let's get this clear, though. The wife and child are okay.
They're okay.
Eric is okay.
Right, their cars are
The
destroyed.
cars are destroyed.
Yes.
So may it be, but they're okay. Wow. Oh, you see these things on YouTube and you wonder.
Oh, 802's got the Rona.
Unbelievable. Who? What?
802's got the Rona. A lot of people getting the Rona, my friend.
He got a case of Corona?
Yeah.
Way to go, 802.
So
I meant the case of Corona. Oh, he's got the.
Not that case.
By the way, did you notice how they stopped calling it Corona and now they call it COVID? Was that because Corona gave them some heat about it?
Or
I
maybe
wonder.
you're going to sue him, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder about
Best
that.
wishes out there, 802. You'll be fine. Vitamin
802,
C,
man.
vitamin D.
Please
lots
get better.
of water, brother.
Yeah.
Lots of
I
water.
wonder how he came across it. Maybe
Dude, everybody's
it's
getting
everywhere.
it, man. Everyone's
No, it really
getting
is.
It.
Yeah.
It's kind of scary. It's like it's crazy out of control
Yep,
now.
it's bad.
802, if you get a chance, please tell me, how do you feel? What's going on there, man? Like any symptoms? Are you vomiting? Are you coughing? Fever? Fill me in. What's going on, brother? Or is it nominal stuff? And I'm hoping it's nominal.
One of my lady friends has the COVID.
Really?
Yeah.
She all right?
Yeah, she's fine. She said the only thing she's getting is massive headaches.
Right.
She had like chills and sweats for a day, and that's already gone. So maybe she's got a mild symptom of it, but she's got it.
Massive headaches. That's enough.
I haven't seen her in months, but
Wow.
she wrote me. I was like, oh shit, bummer.
Shit.
Yeah, what is going on?
One of my friends also got COVID.
Yeah, what's going on?
And massive headaches.
Massive headaches.
Okay.
They're saying the new, what is it called?
The variant.
The
Omicron.
Omicron?
Yeah.
That it really attacks the digestive system.
Oh, boy. Better keep it away from me. I'm already missing half my stomach thanks to Yankee Doodles and French fries. That would
Danny
not be-
Savage writes, 802, have Pat Patterson check you out.
Oh, that's rough. Wrecked him, damn near killed him. That's terrible.
Oh, my God.
And where's that thermometer going?
Oh, my God.
That's rough. Sorry, 802.
802
This
says
is
he's
awful.
got
Pat
the worst-
Patterson will not be coming to your
got the
house.
worst headaches, upset stomach, and can't stop sleeping. Well, let the body rest, bro. But one thing is, you got to move around too, right? You got to make sure those lungs are working.
Yeah.
Look, I'm no expert. I'm just saying. Vitamin C, vitamin D, lots of water, and you got to force yourself to move around a little
Right.
bit. You can't be like laying in bed all the time.
And if you want to get some rest, put on Hannibal. You can take a nap like right away.
Oh my God!
What?
The shots.
That was
shots.
I
fired.
couldn't
Dude,
help
you're
it.
looking to.
And I like Hannibal. He's a good
Dude, we're
guy.
gonna get a reputation of fighting with all these guys, man.
We gonna get a reputation?
I don't have a problem with Hannibal, dude.
I love Hannibal. You think he's
Just
awesome?
used a spike on some helpless referee and made him bleed.
Put the
to death.
lotion in the basket. That's what he
Lotion
did.
in the
That's
basket.
Hannibal's a big man. Fuck that.
Did you fight Hannibal?
No, I would not fight it. Never.
By the way, I
No
posted
way.
the.
I'd put you in front of me.
I posted
I'd be like,
the
go
old
get him.
Hannibal interview we had with him.
That
which
was great.
A really good interview.
I enjoyed it, and I thought he was.
And
a
he
good
was a
interview.
good guest.
He was cool.
He was very good.
Yeah, he was cool.
He just shouldn't have spiked that guy.
Well, we know that. He got a little carried away.
All right, well, recent news. Now stepmom of a missing 7-year-old, Harmony Montgomery, has been arrested. The stepmother, Harmony Montgomery, has been charged with the connection of the ongoing saga to find a seven-year-old who last seen in New Hampshire in 2019.
7 years old.
Kayla Montgomery, 31, was arrested Wednesday on one count of welfare fraud after allegedly continuing to collect food stamp benefits for Harmony, even though she had not been seen since 2019.
Oh, boy.
The New Hampshire Attorney General's office said that between December 19th and June 21st, Montgomery obtained more than $1,500 in food stamp benefits on Harmony's behalf, even though the child is no longer living with her and her husband, Adam Montgomery.
Where's the child?
He's missing.
That's all I want to know. Where's the child? That's horrible. And they're collecting the food stamps. Okay. Why do you do this to me every week? You're like, hey, check out this scumbag. And I get to go, they're a scumbag.
Pretty easy, dude. You just
It's
plug
just
up
what
and look
a
for the
big
story of the week.
big effing scumbags. That's horrible. And by the
PJ
way, that
says
is
she
a,
looks like a real winner. Yeah, she does.
I didn't see the picture. What is
Mr.
she-
Wonderful in the house. It's been 3 years now, and it never ends. The new variants appear with people with double vax still hospitalized. Hey, vaccinations aren't a guarantee, man. WB, what up, Monte The Pharaoh? Davio, what's up?
What is up?
Mr. Wonderful, got a little bone to pick with you, bro.
I think I know where this is going because Pharaoh does read the comments.
All right, so
hit it.
Wonderful was not happy with
Okay.
Macho Man Days.
Right.
He felt it was disrespectful to Randy Macho Man Savage. What were your thoughts on that?
My
Pharaoh?
thoughts were, and I respect the fact that he has that opinion. That's fine. But as long as Lanny Poffo has no issue, and apparently Lanny Poffo does not seem to have an issue,
Right.
then don't you think it's up to Lanny Poffo? Honestly? So let's leave this in the hands of Lanny Poffo.
And wait a minute,
You
the
know.
guy's not trying to be Macho.
I love what he does, first of all.
It's like
He
it's
keeps
almost
his-
like
he keeps his memory alive.
Yes.
And don't forget the most important thing,
Yes.
and it is true, imitation is the best form of flattery.
Yes.
He is flattering and showing his love for the Macho Man. So I understand if you think that it's not cool, but you know what? Again, I think that I really feel that Lanny would be the one to either say, hey, don't imitate my brother, or say, okay, go ahead and
Go
do
ahead
it.
and imitate my brother.
And I don't see Lanny stopping him, and they have had at least not much conversations, but Lanny has not objected.
That's a fair comment.
So to me, it's up to Lanny. It's not up to us, you know. And I think it's awesome to have him on our channel, and I do enjoy very much watching him every week. He's an excellent talker.
Right.
He's always talking about interesting things, and if you're not into it, you're not into it. No problem,
That's fair.
you know.
Lou says Hannibal in a shoot would be a tough day in the office. Oh, hell yeah.
There is no way I would ever even
wouldn't mess
consider
with
it.
that dude.
Nope.
He would take
nope.
your skin off.
He could take a shot with an aluminum bat to the back of his head and probably turn around and kill you. So no, I would. I'm
I gotta
serious,
laugh
no.
about something. There was one
just no
video
way.
he had put up
He's so thick.
where someone
no.
had said he was sexually harassing women wrestlers.
Hannibal.
And he got all
No.
angry, like crazy, like you said.
Yeah,
Puts the lotion in the basket,
But who
angry.
would? I wouldn't even think that about him. That's fucked
PJ
up.
says Vampiro episode 2 was awesome. Thoughts on Vampiro?
You know, another one who's. I love the fact that each one of the wrestlers shows we have, they're so different from each other, such as people
my
are
God.
so different from
Oh
each
my
other.
God, totally agree.
Vampiro is such a head trip. You really think when you hear Vampiro talk, you may not agree with him, you may think he's out in left field. You know what? He is out in left field. In his left field. Where to him, it's center field. It makes perfect sense to him. And a lot of the things he says make perfect sense to me. Because I'm in left field. You know, I enjoy him very much. I love the black and white presentation.
Love it.
Love it. If we can,
dude, it's food for thought,
he's
man.
so cerebral.
for
I
thought.
mean, he's fantastic. You know, and all the show. And I got to give props. Well, since we're on this, I have to give props to Wolfie. Wolfie is hilarious. Wolfie is trying to do different things each week with the show.
I want you to
he
hold
is
that,
so damn
I want
funny.
you to hold that thought real quick. Rick Howard says, anyone here from Marty? Red Days in a Florida hospital. Interesting,
Wow.
Rick.
What is
I
going
have
on?
been calling Marty now for 3 weeks.
What's
I have
going
not
on?
heard from him. I cannot. And that's not like Marty. Marty
you,
legitimately calls me 2 to 3 times a week.
Have you just to throw it out there? Has anyone talked to Nick Massey, because Nick sometimes represents Marty? Does Nick know what's going on?
I talk to Marty much more than
I know
Nick does.
you do, but I thought that maybe Nick had a business deal for him or something. You know, I mean, for Marty to not answer anybody for anything, that's very strange.
Maria Dave says it's snowing in Pittsburgh. Yes,
Oh,
it
here we
is.
go.
So back to Wolfie
I
D.
hate snow.
Wolfie putting a lot of time and effort into the show. Fantastic.
Wolfie's funny as shit,
And it's
man.
funny.
Did you see him take a stunner?
was
He
great.
took a stunner. It was and the beer went flying. I was just,
How about season 2 of
funny as
Tuesdays
fuck.
with Tony Atlas? The episode 1
I
episode.
mean, you know, he started with it. You know how much I love Mid-South, okay? You know that's the one thing I always gravitate to when I
Right.
watch the damn network, or now on Peacock, whatever. I love Mid-South wrestling, but when he started telling those stories about Ernie Ladd and the fights in the dressing room and everything else, Tony's the greatest storyteller. It never gets boring with Tony. It never gets old. He's great.
Rick, by the way, says Herta could be serious about Marty. I hope you're wrong, Rick,
God, I
because
hope
now
not.
you're making me worry, right?
Yeah,
because
I don't
it's
like
not
it.
like him, but
I don't like it. Not good.
you know what?
man.
I'll report back to you guys.
Marty's a
Either
good
on
man.
our page or whatever else.
Yeah.
I'll have to really force my way to find out
Yeah,
what's
what is
going
going
with
on
Marty.
here? No, not for nothing. Where did it come from that he's in a Florida hospital?
Rick B just said, big fat whale couldn't mention he couldn't get in touch with Marty either. I'm a little worried. I told you guys last week. It's not
What is
like
going
Marty
on?
not to call me every week.
Right.
Always calls
Well,
me.
I always hear him.
Yeah.
I mean, you're always like, "Hey, come on over. Look who's on the phone." I'm like, "Hey, Pharaoh."
Right.
You know, I mean, come on.
Shit,
What's going
now
on,
I'm-
Marty?
I'm
Marty,
really-
where are you, Marty? Phone in, please.
Mr. Wonderful says
Oy.
we should have John Nord on. He's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having John
Sure.
Nord on.
Yeah.
But, he'd have to be honest about his relationship with Big Fat Whale. Because,
Big
I had
Fat-
heard differently that he didn't want to do Big Fat Whale.
So he secretly wants to harpoon.
I
Big
don't
Fat
know the
Whale.
truth because
Like,
he
you know-
seems very friendly with him on
Captain
the show.
Ahab.
He's like, Dan, you're the grand.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Let's go. We'd have to get to the bottom of that first.
And then we've got Saturday, guys. Don't forget 9 p.m. on Saturday. You got In the Dungeon with
Andrew.
the wrestler star
Andrew Anderson,
and
Kevin-
the
Kevin
Dungeon
Sullivan.
Master himself,
Yeah.
Kevin Sullivan.
Kevin Sullivan, man. How evil is Kevin Sullivan? He's so fantastic. He really is.
All right, well, before we get to the theme of today's show, we want to recognize the passing of Betty White.
Man. Bug.
The 99-year-old actress died of natural causes just weeks before her 100th birthday. She'll be remembered with people she made laugh and the animals she loved and protected.
You know, I never thought that she'd die.
Really?
Well, of course, you know, eventually, but she just seemed like someone that was just going to
Wait
keep
a minute. That's
going.
like the quote of the week. I never thought that she would die.
Yeah, it's
I'm
a bit
gonna
of a
clip
yogi.
this. I'm gonna clip this
It's a
one.
yogiism. It's Yogi Berra. You know, it ain't over till it's over.
I never thought she'd die.
I never thought she would die. It's just one of them,
So
like George
she'd live
Burns.
forever.
Like, yeah, I
Like
thought
a
she'd.
zombie.
I figured she'd live forever, and that she'd be like at my funeral. Yeah, I figured that. Like George Burns, when George Burns passed away, says, "Well, what do you mean you passed away? You were 100 and whatever." Betty White. First of all, loved her in almost anything I ever saw her in. I'm a huge, now I'm really dating my age here, but I'm a huge Mary Tyler Moore Show fan. Huge. And Betty was, of course, on that. You know, she's done many things over the years. And then years later with the huge Hot in Cleveland. Hot in Cleveland was a good show.
Wait a minute, some good news.
We
Hold
know
on.
she's a golden girl. We know
Maria
about all
Davis
these.
said she heard from Marty on New Year's, so that's kind of good news.
Okay.
Then. Okay, that's
Oh,
good.
oh,
Thank you, Maria.
Okay.
Maybe Marty's mad at me then.
Why would he be mad at you? What you do, Monty?
What do you do? What are you doing over there?
Oh, boy.
So anyway, rest in peace.
Just, yeah.
everybody.
Just,
I liked
just,
her on.
she was great.
On
What, the
Mary
Gold-
Tyler Moore show.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say the Golden Girls.
You know, quick story on Golden Girls. I used to when I first got out of the military, I worked at nights.
Yeah.
And Golden Girls were on reruns, and I used to wake up. So I'd go to bed. Yeah, I worked to 8 in the morning. Get home. I worked from Jersey, so it took me an hour and a half to get home.
Jeez.
Settle in, go to bed, And I'd wake up at like 5 o'clock at night, and what was on? Golden Girls.
Golden Girls.
And I got to tell you, Golden Girls was a fun show.
Yeah, it was a very, very
Mr. Wonderful, Rip
famous
Betty,
show.
she was a legend. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Maria says she's going to text Marty. If you hear from Marty, tell him I'm mad at him if he's going to make me
If
worry.
he's okay, I'm mad at him.
I am, because he's making
That
me
makes
worry.
sense.
Not good.
Yeah.
I'd like to thank the band that sings the theme song for Monte and the Pharaoh and Jimmy Farrow, along with his partner, Bart Griggs, make up the band.
What's his name?
Bart Griggs.
Bartman! Hit it.
Matt, what's up? You got to jump in on that.
No, don't encourage him. It's clear that I'm the guy that does Bartman, not you.
No, only one person can do.
Thank
Bartman.
you.
I only
Thank
do it
you.
in his absence.
Only when Farrow's
Matt,
not here.
that's very. What? He does it when I'm not here.
He's got
I'm
to.
always
Someone's got to
here.
do it. Well, you got sick one day.
That's right. He did the Bartman.
That's how it all started.
That was good though, Matt.
Yeah.
You did good. You did good. I thought it was a solid.
Wisteria Hall
Gotta make
sings
sure
such.
he gets his rep.
Yeah.
What happened?
Got to rep the Bartman.
Yeah, he
Wow.
did. He did good. He did well.
Look what you made. You created Bartman.
I like that. It just
Wisteria
seemed
Hall
natural.
sings such great songs as In My Dreams, This Life, Not Far Behind, Here Comes the Rain. You can watch Mysteria Hall on YouTube and like and subscribe, please, because they are a great band. Hear their
you.
music on Spotify,
Thank you.
Apple Music, and Reverb Nation. And guess every show that is on this channel, the intro song is a Wisteria Hall song. So people who ask who's singing that song, don't worry, they'll be well known enough shortly. So please
Yeah.
follow Wisteria Hall because they've got some really great music.
Thank you.
Monte and the Pharaoh can be seen on the Monte and the Pharaoh YouTube page, the Monte and the Pharaoh Facebook Live page. Hear us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Anchor, or anywhere where you can hear audio. Catch us on the Monte and the Pharaoh Twitch TV page, channel 115 if you're lucky enough to live in New York, every Tuesday at 9:30, and on Saturday at 11:30 against Saturday Night Live, which right now is running the Vampiro, I think is running this week.
Nice. Very nice.
And channel 20 at Tuesdays at 1 a.m. And we want to thank Amazon Music, who now hosts the Monte and the Pharaoh page.
Very nice.
We'll be right back with Monte and the Pharaoh present You're Fired. Nothing?
M&J Video Games and Collectibles. Sport and non-sport cards, wrestling items, autographed items. We buy, sell, and trade. M&J Video Games and Collectibles, located at 1049 Queen Street, Southington, Connecticut. Call us at 1-860-479-9223 or 860-93-GAMES. M&J Video Games and Collectibles. And Nitro's Garage for all your automotive needs. Call 646-675-2349. That's 646-675-2349. For all your automotive needs, Nitro's Garage. Ask for Jack.
Jimmy, I just got the best hookup on tickets.
Fill me in.
I went to www.seatslinks.com and ordered the best tickets with the best prices.
Call 718-676-0504. SeatsLink, the complete ticket experience.
Tell them Charles sent you.
The mailbox.
All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monte the Pharaoh, only seen here out of Indie Music TV, straight out of Ronkonkoma, Long Island. And while we were at commercial break, I tried to call Mr. Giannetti, and I've got the old MJ in the house. So, again, Marie, if you hear from him, please fill us in. I'm starting to get worried. Michael Robinson, how are you? You guys are the best. Excellent programming. Thank you, sir. We
Thank you.
always love the support.
Thank you,
So,
thank you.
look, the big news of the day. Well, let's open it up. I don't know if you're aware, Samoa Joe was released from his WWE contract
Again?
again.
Again.
I
Okay.
think who brought that up? Rick Howard said second time in 9 months.
Yeah.
Thoughts about that?
I don't really know what to think about that. But I guess he winds up in AEW, doesn't he?
I don't think so.
Joe can't
Think
do
it's
nothing
time.
no more? You think so?
I think it's over. Some of these guys are older, dude. Karrion
Yeah.
Kross is almost 40 years old.
That's true.
You're right. You know, look,
I
lifespan
would
of
still
a wrestler is not.
I'd still be into Joe if he was booked correctly. I love Samoa Joe if he's got anything in that tank of his. What are you going to do?
Do you think it's the right decision?
Had a
by
nice
the
run.
WWE?
What are you going to say? He didn't have a nice run with Vince? Of course he did. He did fine.
So
He's
look,
great.
all the wrestling experts
Samoa
are out
Joe's
there,
awesome.
and I need you to really weigh in on this. WWE's decided to gut NXT. It seems like as though they're targeting Triple H's people. So everybody's talking about how Vince is just getting rid of everything that Triple H did. Mm-hmm. Give me your feedback on that, and then I'll give you my
Well,
feedback.
on the surface, it would appear to be that way. Just from what happened, Triple H got sick. Triple H had to back away. The next thing you know, NXT is being deconstructed. Then it's being changed to NXT 2.0. Then you got all these new wrestlers in there. So, yeah, I could see how people could come to that conclusion. Is that the truth? How the hell do I know? I don't work there, I mean, I could speculate on it. I don't think that necessarily is what's going on here. Aha! Now it's mine. And I'm going to get rid of you, and you, and you. Why don't we get to what you said? It's not Vince. The company's being run by Khan. And not Tony Khan. Nick Khan, right?
Yeah,
So
Nick Khan.
then Then the whole Vince thing goes out the window.
Review it the way I review it, right? Okay,
Out the window.
let's go a little further with this. Mm-hmm. NXT was a developmental program for the WWE.
NXT was the indie equivalent to for the WWE. It was the indie equivalent. It was their Ring of Honor.
Their farm team.
If you want to call it that, I agree.
Okay.
That is not wrong to say.
So it then became an alternative for some people that just wanted the catch-as-catch-can
right.
wrestling
It then-
like some people want.
And to its credit, under Triple H's watch, it became something that could sell out the Barclays, like it did. Remember that?
Yeah.
For several years, when we were having Barclays at SummerSlam, you'd had the NXT takeover the night before, and it was selling out just like SummerSlam. So it was doing awesome. That I remember very clearly.
All right, so now to your point. So let's see. B40, what's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Could there be
What up,
problems
B40?
with
What
Step and Triple H's marriage?
What happened?
Maybe caught cheating.
Who knows? Who knows?
But wait, let's back
Who
it up. Let's
knows?
back it up. So you're telling me the takeovers are doing well. That's
They
great.
were. They were
But it was a
amazing.
pre-show for SummerSlam, okay? Things
You can
tend
call
to
it
do
that,
well,
but
okay?
a pre-show to me is a little bit rough because a pre-show on a pay-per-view is usually the lesser matches and nobody's even in the damn fucking arena yet. These were not pre-shows.
But
or
what are your
prequels.
thoughts about
These were
Vince-
pay-per-views
Vince
for
angry
NXT, and it was
over-
selling out the Barclays.
But what about your thoughts about Vince being angry over the fact that NXT lost this supposed Wednesday War? And before
I can
you
see
say it,
that,
hold
but I
on,
can't say
but
that that's
hold
what
on.
happened.
This is not a fair fight. You just
Right.
talked about Hannibal, right?
Yeah.
No, we're not going to fight Hannibal. He'd kill us, okay?
Right. No way. I ain't fighting him.
You got AEW, so I know it's a startup company.
Yeah, but
let's
they
not
have
forget
a
who they're.
huge-
Jericho.
Yeah, they brought
Moxley,
in right. They brought in main
against-
eventers from Vince's big program.
That's right.
Of
against
course.
NXT.
Right.
This isn't a fair fight.
No, not on the surface.
And,
it's not.
and you know what? I think what happened.
But who cares?
I think
at the
what
end of the
happened
day?
is they wanted to see where it would go.
Sure.
And guess what? It didn't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's got 600, 700,000 viewers.
And you know why it didn't go anywhere towards the end as it was starting to slide off? Because NXT built its popularity when things were going very well for it by taking the biggest independent names out there, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Shinsuke Nakamura from New Japan, all these guys, big names that were very popular, AEW fan type, loved these people, and they were bringing them into NXT. Eventually, they all came up to the main roster, and then it was Killer Cross or whoever else they were pushing. It wasn't these names. Kevin Owens is one of the greatest indie wrestlers before he ever came into WWE. So they were bringing in the biggest of names of the indie guys. Eventually, the well ran dry, and NXT wasn't as interesting anymore. It wasn't as gripping. It wasn't as good.
Well, because
You
you had
know?
a better alternative program.
I'll tell you what's saving it right now, and I love it again, because they put the belt on Braun Breaker, a Steiner. I love it. So I will tune in every week to see Braun.
ESO, welcome, my friend. How are you? Don the Barber in the house. Want to say hello to you, too.
Don the Barber. I like that.
Okay, I'm going to give you guys name,
Yeah.
and I want you to take a breath, because
What-
I know you're not a fan of his either,
What
because
are you
he's
do-
not a fan of ours, but I
What?
think it's fair to
What are you doing?
give him a little shout-out.
Who are you giving a shout out to?
Because I want to hear your response. So the appearance of Julian Arness on our show today.
That's my response.
Let's see.
What does he want?
So here he is. Let
Go
me just read some
ahead.
comments.
Positive Paul over there. Go ahead. Let's hear from Positive
If
Paul.
you say it, so he says he still thinks we're half and half. And then Rick is actually defending us, said, hey, man, these guys are good, Julian.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
what do you have to say to our friend Jillian,
I have
who's
nothing
kind
to
of
say.
on many of our programs to tell us what pieces of shit we are?
Yeah, you know. Well, you know what I have to say to him? Welcome back. We missed you so fucking much.
And we're not half and half. What's a half and half? Nope.
Something you put in your coffee.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was something like that. Yeah.
So
Hi, Julian. How you doing, bro?
So I understand everybody's upset about all these wrestlers losing their jobs. Let's not forget when this happened last year, we actually had Johnny Photo in studio.
Johnny Photo.
Who works for the WWE.
Yeah.
And how about the people and outside the wrestling, in the corporate office that lose their job? I mean, this is life, dude.
Sure.
And it's like
It is.
if you're building
Life is like half and half.
okay.
It's like half good, half bad. Shit happens. Shit goes good. Then shit happens. It's half. You know. Half.
William Regal
Yeah.
lost his job. Thoughts on
Hey,
William
very
Regal?
surprised about that. There are some.
Why?
Because William Regal just seemed like a guy who was so ingrained in the NXT situation.
Ingrained in wrestling,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
not ingrained in sports entertainment. This is what we're missing here.
He was so good in NXT, though. He was.
He was
enjoyed
good
him.
in the NXT's
Some of his best-
Catchers Catch Can NXT
There was-
that you love so much.
Yeah, well, I guess so. But he was also entertaining.
Was he a great sports entertainer?
I loved his role. He was a good. Some of the best things I ever saw him do were his work as the general manager of NXT. That's when I enjoyed him the most. I wasn't a huge fan of William Regal back in the day. I wasn't. Did I know he could wrestle? Hell yeah. Do I know how tough he is? Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm well aware of him. But as far as, into him, nope. I really enjoyed him in NXT. So yeah, I am surprised he's gone. Also, they let Road Dogg go. These are certain people
Thoughts
that
on
I just,
Road Dogg?
I'm kind of surprised. I felt like William Regal and Road Dogg were almost like employees for life or so, it seemed, But apparently not. And it is what it is. Am I upset about it? No.
Well, what about the fans that say that
I mean,
Vince's
they didn't write me when I lost my last job.
Road
so,
Dogg was a Triple H guy?
Right.
So,
Oh, there we go.
What are you thinking?
I'm not thinking anything. I'm thinking they just decided that that's not the direction. I think Sean's running everything. Hey, how do we know it wasn't Sean? You got to get rid of that dog. Thank you, Father, thou art in heaven. Fire him.
Timothy
never know.
Thatcher, gone.
Right, yeah, whatever. See ya. Danny Burch gone. Yeah, bye. Well, I was supposed to get excited about Timothy Thatcher
How about
and Danny
Scott Armstrong,
I don't care.
brother of Road Dogg?
I don't care.
That guy's been around a long time, bro. Referee.
It sucks, but whatever. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What other names you got?
Gabe Sapolsky released.
Okay. At least it wasn't Gabe Kaplan.
Okay. So let's just clear the air. Pharaoh's thoughts.
Yeah.
Is Vince trying to discredit Triple H?
I really can't answer that question. I don't know what's going on in the behind the scenes. I don't know what they're, my opinion on it? No.
All right, how about the
I
fans that
think-
are saying Triple H should go and work with Tony Khan and make a super wrestling
Oh,
organization?
stop it. Would you stop it? Triple H is not going to do that. The only thing that would ever make Triple H do that is if there's a legitimate divorce with Stephanie and he's legitimately pissed at the McMahon family, then yeah, he would do that. Do I know if that's going to happen? I don't have any idea whether they're getting along or they're not getting along. That's kind of half and half, that answer, isn't it?
You're really
Because I
playing
don't know.
Switzerland right
I
now.
don't. Wow, look at me playing Switzerland.
playing Switzerland
If I
now.
always played Switzerland, I probably wouldn't get nasty comments.
Here's what I think. All right, here's what I think.
What do you think?
I think that
I think Vince was mad that they lost the ratings war.
I do not think that I think that's a bunch of. I've heard
I think that
Bubba
mattered
Ray
to Vince.
say
You don't
that.
think that mattered to Vince? I think that mattered. I think that mattered.
I think what had happened.
But I don't think he's like
was
punishing Triple H.
The
That's
original
it.
thought of NXT was to be a farm system, and it started to get legs because it was a different alternative for the 600, 700,000 people.
Right.
Okay. And in a world of a
Exactly.
billion people, that's really not a lot of people. Okay.
Understood.
They decided I love NXT, right? And then maybe it was causing some ripple effects within the regular shows like Raw and SmackDown, and maybe Vince wasn't happy about that. But I think Vince said, "Okay, Paul, here's your opportunity. Let's run with it."
Right.
Remember a couple of years ago, Survivor Series, right? NXT took the whole thing.
Yeah, I remember
beat
that.
the main roster, right? They put it on USA, and then here comes AEW. Donna Barber, how are you, brother? Why such a short run for Big E? We're going to get that in 2 seconds. I just want to
right.
finish this thought, Don. So We run through it a little bit. Here comes AEW. Now the world's got another alternative with bigger stars.
Yep.
Okay, and let's be
Chris
factual.
Jericho
As
is
much
a
as I don't
bigger
like,
star than the entire
as much
NXT
as I
roster.
don't like AEW,
There's stars over there.
AEW was a better show to
Yes.
me than NXT was.
I agree with that.
Okay,
I agree with that.
So now we have this little head-to-head thing, and it pretty much was an unfair fight, and NXT lost.
Right.
So Vince said, "Hey, look, you know what? People love AEW, the 800,000 people, but the 2 million people love sports entertainment.
Right, they love
So
Vince's
Paul,
product.
it's over.
Right.
We are going to build NXT as a sports entertainment company.
That makes sense to me. I can go with that a lot more than I can go with some of the crazy rumors that you were throwing my way. So, yeah, I can go with that.
Hey, big fat whales in the house, empty bank account, help keep these legends
All
working
right.
and donating to me. So Donna Barber wants to know, why such a short run for Big E?
I can't take him seriously, Big E, you know. And it doesn't mean he's not got a great build. He's a huge dude. He's a heavyweight. He's powerful. But to me, he's a comedian act from all the years with
Comedian
the
act
New
that
Day.
makes money.
Listen, the New Day is great. The three of them together is fantastic, and there's a reason why they've been doing what they've been doing for almost a decade now. They're great, but I can't take them seriously split apart as world heavyweight champions. I can't. I couldn't when people were screaming for Kofi, and congratulations, you got what you wanted. You screamed and screamed and screamed. We had Kofi as a champion. Did the ratings go up? Was business better? No. Brock Lesnar came in, crushed him, snapped him in half, and took the belt back because Brock brings people. Just this past week, we discussed it on This Week in Wrestling, which you can catch tomorrow night at Friday nights. Over 250,000 more people tuned in to see Brock Lesnar because he won the belt 2 days earlier. Okay?
Yeah.
Big E is not legitimate because of the character he's been portraying over all these years. I can't take him seriously as a world heavyweight champion. I'm sorry.
And you
I
said
can't.
that. You said that months ago. When
I said it
discussed
months
him
ago. I said it would
putting the
never
belt on him
work.
before
It's
he
not
won the
gonna
belt.
work,
Because I thought
you know?
they should put the belt on him.
Right, and I
but
said
now
no.
I agree with you.
No.
And look, there's
No.
nothing wrong with that. People have certain roles. Look, we talk about the Miz. The Miz.
I can't take him seriously as world champion. I
Right,
couldn't.
no, you can't because
I
you're funny.
couldn't.
Maria,
And-
thank you again. We're gonna respond to that right after this quick conversation.
And how many times has Dolph Ziggler been Intercontinental Champion? But the way he's been booked over the years, if suddenly he had the strap again, I can't take it seriously.
Mr. Wonderful says Kofi was a dwarf. Look, I think
Kofi has no chest. Let's get into that.
Wait, hold
He's
on.
got no
Hold on.
chest.
Too many subjects at one time.
Go ahead. I can handle them all.
Listen,
Next.
we talk about
Yeah.
old school stuff, and
Yeah.
we mentioned this on This Week in Wrestling.
Yeah.
Jimmy Boogie Woogie Man Valiant. You
Right.
couldn't take that
Totally
dude
over, but a
seriously.
comedy
But
act.
he was a comedy
You can't put the
act.
strap on him. I
No.
mean, stop it.
And he's not
You know?
a draw.
And
He's a
sometimes-
filler. He's a filler.
Right.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan, with all due respect,
Right.
was a filler.
But he
guy
was
had,
up there, but he
well,
wasn't a world heavyweight
He had a main
champion.
event status when he wrestled Andre the
Understood.
Giant.
Absolutely
Okay?
understood. I get
but
it.
anything beyond that, he
I
was a
couldn't-
mid-carder.
Right.
And he had his role within the company.
Right. I couldn't take
Maria's
him as a-
asking, could Stephanie, Triple H, and Vince could it be Stephanie, Triple H, and Vince are having issues? Could it be?
Sure.
Of course it could
Yeah,
be.
I can see that.
Do I think it is? No.
I don't
What
think
I
so.
think it was is they went down at one road and they realized, hey, this is not what we do.
Look, Vince doesn't like to lose. Okay, so it did matter. I would put my hand on the Bible. It did matter. Put my hand on, what am I, that idiot from Boston? I'm not putting my hand on the Bible.
Go ahead.
It did matter that they lost to the war, the imaginary war, to AEW. It did matter. And I do think that Vince was like, I agree with you. Now we're going to do it my way.
That's it.
That's it. I have no
But we're
issue
going to
with
do
that.
it my
Is
way for the
punishment?
main roster.
What's the punishment? That Paul continues to work there and make a fortune? This is not punishment.
PJ says
Hey, I
the new
can't.
Brock is the first version of him. I would have enjoyed it.
What was that about Brock?
He says the new Brock is the first version of him. that I have enjoyed.
Okay.
He also
He's playing a
says-
face.
I think he's talking about Big E. He was an okay U.S. champ, but not a WWE champ.
I
Listen, it's
didn't-
all about
You know, honestly,
drawing the fans.
Honestly, they have made those middle belts feel so irrelevant that when he had it, I was like, whatever. It's a whatever. You know,
who's
even
the-
when he
who's
was
the US
U.S.
champion
champion
right now? I'm sorry, I'm having a
what are you
brain
gonna-
freeze.
So am I, because it's
no, but who's
so
the U.S. champ right now?
irrelevant.
What's his name?
Wait.
I can't. I'm having a
What are
brain
you
freeze.
thinking of?
The
I don't
US
know what's
champ.
going. I don't know what's going on with the U.S. champ. I
guy-
don't remember the
you know
guy's
what I'm
name
talking
because he's
about.
not engaging.
Oh my God, you're killing me, dude.
What
really?
are you talking about?
Who's the U.S. champ?
I don't
right now?
know.
Who?
I have
yes,
no
you
idea.
Do.
No,
What's
I
his
don't.
name? The guy that was with Big Bunny, or whatever the hell it was.
Big Bunny? You're talking about Damian
Thank
Priest.
you. Oh my God. Thank you.
I don't know
you
who
made that
is.
so difficult.
I don't know who that is.
That guy's
I'm
got
kidding.
that guy's got world championship written all over.
You think so?
Oh, absolutely.
I gotta see more. I gotta see more. You know, I'm not so sure. I love his talking voice. You know. By the way, are they burying Apollo Crews again? 'Cause, you know,
Matthew,
speaking
how
of,
are you, Matthew?
Speaking of
Matthew.
the U.S. champion,
What's
are
that?
they burying Apollo Crews again? Because I think he's on main event or something.
What is that? What happens to you?
I don't
Come
know
on.
what's going on. You know, you crossed me up. I thought you were fucking with me. Who's the
PJ
US
says
champion?
Doink deserved the belt.
Doink? Doink
didn't-
rules.
Doink did not deserve
Doink
the belt.
rules. Well, Matt Bourne did.
So back to the question.
Yeah.
If they're having
Who's the
problems,
Intercontinental
if they're
champion?
having problems, do you think there's? Listen, I always think about what Tony Atlas said. Tony
not-
Atlas saying that Vince wants to be the last of the Mohicans when
Yeah.
it comes to pro wrestling.
The Mohicans.
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Nah, I don't think so either. I don't think he's like gonna kill
So if
wrestling.
Vince passes away and Stephanie and Triple H take over,
Yeah.
does Triple H go the AEW route and get away from sports entertainment?
No way.
There's
Triple
no
H will have-
way.
no, he'll have both. He will. He'll have. It'll probably be more balanced, but he'll have probably a good balance of both. Honestly,
What's a good balance of both?
good balance of both is when, you know, and I've never seen it. I'd like to see it. Would be where, you know, a few of the matches are you'll never have this, but in a fantasy world, a few of your matches are the Hogan types or the Snooker types, you know, and then in a few of the matches are the Eddie Guerrero versus Kurt Angle. We get some of that. You know what I mean? I would like a balance. I would like there to be massive.
So you're
entertainment.
saying AEW is unbalanced?
AEW is all mostly work. You know, the wrestling itself.
No storyline, just wrestle.
It's mostly the wrestling.
Donna Barber, Apollo Crews, unfortunately, will get shown the door
Yeah,
soon.
yeah, it's coming.
You may be great. You may be right on that.
I agree with that.
And that's
I agree.
Curtis Hughes' boy, right? That's who Curtis Hughes
Why do you
trained.
love Damian Priest so much, the United States champion? Now that
I
we've,
like the route they're going with. This normal, like friendly fan favorite
right, and then he
who
gets
can't
psycho.
control his temper.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I
love
think,
his voice.
I think
Great
this
voice.
can, and he's got a great look.
Yeah, he does.
And I think this can turn into something. And I think, again, the difference between WWE and AEW is they're building storylines. Look, it's not like when we were growing up, guys, where it would, you know, one storyline could go 6 months and it slowly builds.
Mm-hmm.
But they're better at it. AEW doesn't do that at all.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I don't like AEW, right? So it's great that Danielson had this great match with Adam Page. Congratulations.
such
it
a
was
great
good.
match.
You
It
loved
was.
it.
I loved it.
I thought it was good.
thought it was
But
great.
again, it was like two guys wrestling.
Right, I get it.
You want you want to say it looked like two guys that really wanted to win the title or keep the title,
Oh,
whichever.
I thought it was
Totally agree.
Yeah,
But in the end, you're not going to remember that match, dude. This is what I keep saying.
I got
And
you.
we could go back to what we spoke about before. If you're a wrestler, I'll ask the fans out there. I want you to answer this question, and I'm going to ask the Pharaoh. If you're a wrestler and you love wrestling so much, and that's why you leave the WWE because you want to be a purist and go to AEW, or maybe you never got in the WWE, are you going to be known as one of the greats when it's all said and done?
You know, again, and I think we did talk about this on This Week in Wrestling, but to me, you know, as a nerdy wrestling fan who obviously gets the entertainment aspect and loves the crap out of it, because my favorite ever is Hogan. When I think of guys like Okada or Kenny Omega, you know, or Ibushi, you know, or Suzuki, you know, guys who didn't really do much work here, if any work at all, with Vince. A lot of these names I just mentioned, zero work with Vince. They're legends, but they're not going to be The Rock. they're not going to be Roman Reigns. They're not going to be on that level. They're not
What
going to be Goldberg.
happens to a guy like Cole, Adam Cole, his legacy? What's
Man,
it going
that's
to be?
rough, man.
It's going to be
love that.
nothing.
You know, and it's weird though too, because Adam Cole is one of my all-time favorites. I love Adam Cole, I really do. So I guess you know, like I said, you know, to you on the other show, which will be on tomorrow night. Some of these guys will never get to that WWE level because, look, you got to play for the Yankees. You know, I mean, I don't care if that's not popular with some people. You got to play in Major League Baseball, not in the minor. You know, like it doesn't mean that AEW is a minor league because it's not. I do.
It is the minor leagues.
It's not to me.
It is the minor leagues.
I think it's the second. It's almost
it's the
like
alternative.
You know,
it is
right.
NXT.
You know what I call it?
That's what it is.
You know what I think it is? Maybe it's wrong for me to think this, but you know how the NCAA always had their tournament? Remember the NIT tournament? National Invitation Tournament that happened every year, and it was considered the secondary one. That's what I consider AEW.
Here's what I look at it as.
Yeah.
I look at it as is the minor leagues, and like a guy like Chris Jericho who played in the majors is now going to the minors because you know why? Because he wants the availability to go play his music,
Sure.
do his boat tours or
Sure.
whatever else he's doing,
Right.
whatever.
Right.
Moxley, on the other hand, wanted to take time to drink and get drunk all the time.
So unfortunately, that turned out to be the you know what happened with him.
Probably didn't want to get put under the handle about like
you know
being
what
drug tested.
You know what
and
I
shit
really,
like that.
really got to point out though. You know, and the wrestling internet guys who always attack the sports entertainment philosophies of Vince McMahon and that Vince doesn't take care of the wrestlers, this, that, and the other thing. Let me get this clear. Bryan Danielson made a choice to leave the biggest company in the world. So
By the way, Sean Blue says, I love the old guys like Axe and Smash. By the way, we had Demolition Studio catch that interview. We loved Axe and Smash, but go ahead, I'm sorry.
Daniel Bryan made a choice that he wanted to go and wrestle again the way he wanted to wrestle, very physical. The guy was out for years with the concussions and the head trauma and all of that stuff, right?
Right.
I don't ever want, after watching the match between Bryan Danielson and Adam Page, I don't ever want to hear one complaint from Daniel Bryan or his followers ever again about his headaches or Vince McMahon did this to him. Bullshit. Bryan Danielson chose to take less pay to kill himself for you guys out there because you wanted to see him do this. You enjoy it. I'm talking about the internet, independent, I hate Vince McMahon people, and there's nothing wrong with that. Cool with me. That's your deal. But you wanted him to do this, okay?
Right.
He's killing himself. Did you see the headbutts with Adam Page? Did you see what he's doing to himself?
Right.
Even JR pointed it out there in the broadcast. You got to be concerned about all these.
By the way, Rick
these
Howard
head
says
things.
Hangman against Bryan Danielson was a great match last night, and Maria Davis is
I agree.
saying, you know, it depends on how you where you were booked in the WWE.
Of course. It depends how you're booked anywhere you go, really, as to how you're going to get over. What they did with Killer Cross, and I did catch that interview that you had mentioned to me, Killer Cross and Scarlett,
Right.
talking about how they felt after getting released. The way they presented it is how you booked, because look at how good he was in NXT. He comes up and it was
Savio
like, what
says,
is
Maria,
this?
you're right. Examples look how Ziggler was booked.
Sure.
But you just said you didn't think that Ziggler was.
Ziggler's been booked wrong for a long time.
So then he became.
Men's and men's.
But again, you
know?
remember Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah. You know what I'll always remember? When Dolph Ziggler cashed in all those years ago and won the World Heavyweight title. That was fantastic. And that was his moment.
Matthew Howard says Vince McMahon's going to die soon. I hope not, Matthew. Trust me. You know what? That'll
Yeah,
be
you know, I get
that'll be
nervous.
one of the worst
Yeah, it won't be good.
days
Whether-
for a professional
believe it or
wrestling
not,
fan.
that
What
won't-
he's given us all.
That won't be good. No.
And, you know, back to the point, and then we're going to go back to some of the
You can
superstars
hate him all you
that
want,
have
but
been released
what he's
throughout
done for this business.
2021. But it's like, you leave the WWE, you go to AEW, that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Danielson against Hangman Page was great. But again, you're not going to remember that. You're not going to have chills on your arms like you did when Andre wrestled Hogan, or Savage wrestled Hogan, or Warrior wrestled
the people,
Hogan.
the wrestling fans of this generation, the young guys, maybe they will. Maybe that's what floats their boat.
They're going
I
to
don't
remember.
see
Do you
it.
remember that
You know,
match?
I don't see it, but
Hangman
if that's
Page.
what floats their boat,
I don't believe it.
congratulations.
I don't believe it.
Well, you know what? Again, I find it hard to believe, because I do think that this is happening, that there's 20-something-year-olds who think AEW is the shit. We've seen it. There's like, what, half a million
It's a
of them?
niche audience.
Understood.
It's a niche
but
audience.
those are the ones who are going to say to each other 20 years from now, you remember that great match when I win? Of course, it's going to happen, but it's not going to be like Hogan Andre.
All right,
we win.
I'm going to run through the list.
We got to see that.
Tell me who you're actually missing. I want to have the fans chime in also, but
Who
tell me
we're
if you're missing them.
missing?
Are you missing them?
Where are we here?
Lars Sullivan. You
Where
miss
is
him?
this list? Oh, there it is.
You miss him?
Do I miss Lars Sullivan?
Yeah. Do you miss him? Do you,
No.
like, wow, I can't believe they let him go.
And I heard that his pornos did not sell well. Next.
Christian Cage. You miss him?
No, I don't miss Christian Cage.
How about the Big Show? You miss him?
Honestly, it was nice to see him at the Jet game, but no, I don't miss him.
By the way, that Jet game was off, Doug. Steve Cutler. I don't even know who that is, dude.
No, I know who it is, and no, I don't miss him.
Who is it?
It was some dude that was in NXT for a little while. He was a big dude. I wondered
Okay.
about his potential, and nothing ever happened.
Andrade.
Andrade,
You miss him?
I'd like to have Andrade back with Zelina Vega.
You'd like to have him back, but do you miss him?
No,
Okay.
no.
Billy Kay and Peyton Royce.
I miss those two.
Thank you.
I miss those two. I love those
Iconics.
two. I want they're iconic. I want those two back. Oh, don't you? That's terrible.
I want them
miss
back
them.
bad, dude.
I miss them. I agree.
Donna
agree
Barber
with that.
says he misses Bray Wyatt.
I miss Bray Wyatt. I can go with that. I can totally go with that. He's great.
Maria, who you don't miss the Iconics? I hope that's not what you said.
That's
If
that's how she feels,
and
that's
you know
how
what
she
hurt
feels.
my feelings? I heard Billy Kay and Peyton.
Maria, did the Iconics annoy you?
I
Explain.
love the
I
Iconics.
love the Iconics.
How about you gonna miss this guy 2 times? Samoa Joe. You miss Samoa
I
Joe?
love Samoa Joe. It's unfortunate to see him go. Yeah, I will miss Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe's a guy, like, if he went to AEW, I'd be like, good move.
Yeah, man.
It's
go
time.
kill everybody. I
Do something.
love Samoa Joe. So,
Kalisto.
no, I do not miss Kalisto. I do not miss Kalisto.
Mickey James.
I miss her, but it's time.
I don't miss her.
I like Mickey James, but it's time.
But do you miss her?
No, I don't miss her.
Thank you.
Boy, you're getting me all sappy. I only miss the Iconics
Chelsea
so far.
Green.
No, I don't miss Chelsea Green. I don't even miss It's Not Easy
Tucker.
Being Green. Tucker?
Remember
Tucker! Don't miss Tucker.
Bo Dallas.
I miss Bo Dallas.
Come on.
I do. I love Bo Dallas, and I'm still mad. They never pushed him
You
the way they
don't
should.
miss Bo
freaking
Dallas.
love Bo Dallas. I do. I'm sorry. It's like I don't know what it is. I love Bo
Vincente
Dallas.
Guerrero says, not shocking that Moxley now is in rehab. I like the guy and his death matches, but keep in mind he was once a drunken death match
Oh,
versus
yes.
Neil Diamond Cutter
CZW,
in
man.
IAW Mid-South.
Oh, there too. Yeah. He's
Phil, how are you, buddy? Phil Desiree in the house. We caught
that's
you.
the Cesare.
Desiree, and you could catch him on. I saw him. He was hosting.
You catch him where?
He was hosting Big Fat Whale's one of his shows. Are you upset?
Really, Phil? Really? Did you harpoon him at least?
Vincent Guerrero says the Iconics are now the inspiration. Yes, they
I
are.
love the Iconics.
And I miss them. I miss them
Okay,
the most.
go on with
Okay,
people
fine.
we miss.
You really miss Bo Dallas.
I do. I love Bo Dallas.
All right,
I'm sorry.
fine.
I do.
Mojo Rawley. Wait a minute. Go back to Bo Dallas.
What are you gonna do now,
Dude,
leave me alone. I like Bo.
You
Don't
like
you, wait a
him.
minute. How can
you like to have him, but you don't miss him?
I miss him so much because I still, after all these years, Bo leave.
All right, fine.
You have
Mojo Riley. Bo leave. Mojo
I
Riley.
don't miss Mo. Remember the last time you saw Mojo Riley?
No, I don't.
This was great because the last time his promo, they were trying so hard to get him over, and it just nothing was working. And he's sitting in the back in the locker room. He's looking in a mirror. Get it together! Get it together! See ya. Gone. Never to be heard from again.
William Blake.
William Blake sounds like a novelist. No, I don't miss. William.
Kavita Devi.
Gesundheit. I don't.
Jesmine Duke.
Wow. Okay.
Vanessa Bourne.
No.
Skylar Story and Brandy Lauren.
No. What are you just making these things up?
Ezra Judge.
Kenny Kingfield? I mean, what are we talking here? What? No.
Alexandria Wolf.
Alexander Wolf was cool, but I don't miss him.
Velveteen Dream.
Oh, this guy. What happened to this guy? I miss what he used to be, but I don't miss him. What happened to Velveteen Dream?
I don't know.
Do you know what happened
I
to him?
really never liked him.
Was he ever convicted of anything? He had some problems, didn't he? And then he was gone. And now he doesn't. No one has him.
Phil writes, "Don't hate me for it. I'm a citizen of the wrestling universe." Dude, we don't hate you for it.
He's a citizen.
In fact, that's the one and only show I watched because you were on there. And I got to tell,
Phil,
be honest, Phil is very well informed on the history of pro wrestling.
Phil's
He really knew his stuff.
He's smart. Do you have a carrying card though for this thing you're a member of? And where do I get one? Is it like a Geo card back in school? I mean, where did you get the
PJ
card?
says he misses Eugene. We had Eugene in studio.
Eugene. I love Eugene.
All right, some more names.
You don't miss Velveteen
No,
Dream?
not at all.
Yeah, okay.
And no one else does either, by the
Yeah,
way.
right. I don't miss Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan and Bryan Danielson. He
miss
went
him.
where he needed to go.
Yeah, I don't miss him.
I don't miss him.
He's awesome. And all
Braun
that.
Strowman, you miss him?
A little bit. Yeah, I'm still angry. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, a little bit. All
right.
Little De Niro there.
Lana.
Yeah,
I miss Lana.
But only.
I
wait, hold on.
miss
Let me
Lana.
clarify. Let me clarify.
Okay.
You know, I only miss Lana if she's talking in the accent next to her big brute of a husband. I miss
Fine.
those two together, and I wish that they had never left, and they had just left them alone and packaged it. Rusev destroying people and her doing the accent. Perfect. Leave it alone.
Phil says he's on next week on Boston Wrestling. Dan is away. Where's he going? Taking everybody's money and going to Florida?
Where's your trip to Florida, Phil?
Yeah,
You're doing
Phil,
all
when
this
are you
work.
going to Florida, bro?
You know? Come on.
Davio says Mia Yim, Lana, Eva Marie. I miss all of them. I agree.
Eva Marie. Interesting.
All right, Buddy Murphy. I thought he was coming to AEW. That's interesting.
I'm
Remember he
out
was
of
doing that
jail.
whole jail thing?
Well, it looks like he couldn't get bailed out. He's still there.
Dude, Buddy Murphy, to me,
Tony
had the
Khan, what
goods. I don't understand why they let him go.
He could. Buddy Murphy was an excellent wrestler, but
Why
I don't
did they
think
bail out on
don't
that
think
Mysterio
he had a-
Buddy Murphy thing? And what happened to Mysterio's
I-
daughter? Does
I
anyone
didn't-
know? If
I
anyone
don't
knows
know.
what happened there.
I honestly don't know. I don't miss Buddy Murphy
All right, you
because
miss
he was-
Alistair Bach?
No, Alistair Kick.
Alistair Kick?
Yeah, I don't miss Alistair.
How about
Kick.
Ruby Riot, Ruby Soho?
No, I don't miss Ruby Riot.
Santana Garrett?
No,
Fandango?
I love Fandango. What a clown.
You miss him?
No. And I don't mean
Tyler
clown,
Breeze.
You know, he's the gimmick's hilarious.
Tyler Breeze, you miss him?
No.
Tony Nese?
Hey, you leave our Long Island boy alone. That guy kicks ass.
Do you miss him?
He rocks.
He's
He's about to have a program with the baddest motherfucker ever, Hook. You know that, right?
By the way,
Hook is gonna fight
By the
Tony
way,
Nese. It's coming.
to be fair to Hook,
Probably be a great match.
Hook is the #1 selling T-shirt on Pro
Dude,
Wrestling
I told you,
Tees.
this kid, man, all 30 pounds of him, superstar.
Stop it!
What?
Stop!
Hook has a look, bro. Hook's got the
Hook's
look.
got the look.
We want to know better. What song is that's a bad commercial from when we were kids. Next.
Oh my God!
So who oh, Arya Davari.
I don't even know who that is.
I know who
Next.
that is. August Gray.
Go.
No. Samir Singh and the Singh brothers.
Don't miss either.
You
one.
don't miss them getting killed every week?
No.
They were constantly going in and out of the hospital.
Go ahead. Next.
The Punjabi prison?
Kurt Stallion.
Kurt Stallion? No.
Arturo Roos.
No.
Marina Sharif.
No.
Killian
Shafir.
Dane. You miss Killian Dane.
I the only one who misses Killian Dane is the lawnmower company that used to shave his back.
Matt
no.
Martell.
Martell?
Yeah.
Any relation to Rick?
Chase Parker.
Who are these people?
Bray Wyatt. You miss.
Big time.
Do you really miss him that much?
Yep. I can't stand it. Don't get
Where
me
do
started with
you?
the-
If he's here now,
Don't get me
where are
started
you
with
putting
this.
him? What is he doing?
I don't
if
know.
he's in the
I don't
WWE now,
know.
what's he doing?
Let me think about it for a few days.
I am.
You know
What? You can't answer that now?
Well, I'll tell you one thing he's going to be doing. He's going to be featured in some sort of main program doing something because he's interesting as fuck. He's
Rick
creative
Howard
as fuck.
says if Hook was in the WWE, Vince would give him a chef gimmick. First of all, Hook wouldn't be in the WWE.
Wait a minute.
The guy's like 140
I
pounds.
like that though. Like Hook in the
Chef
kitchen
Hook?
with the big hat and stuff. He'd ruin him. It'd be
Dude, Donna
hilarious.
Barber says he missed Heath Slater. I miss Heath Slater.
He's got kids.
Dude, that guy was good.
He's got kids.
Rick
He
Howard,
need-
Paul Roma.
Oh, Roma. That's
I didn't
great.
miss Paul Roma when
Do
he
you
was.
do you miss Ric Flair?
I miss Ric Flair.
Yeah, you got to miss Ric Flair.
I do miss Ric Flair.
Bobby Fish.
No.
Nope. Bronson Reed.
Nope.
Hell no. Those cottage cheese legs.
Oh
I don't
my
care how
God,
big
please,
he was.
whatever.
That was like what's his face? Oh, I can't remember his
go
name
through the
right
list.
now.
Oh,
It was
go ahead.
terrible. Jake Atlas.
Nope.
Ari Sterling.
Nope.
Kona Reeves.
Nope.
Cocky little bastard. They let him go, huh?
Nope.
Leon Ruff.
Nope.
Stephon Smith?
Nope.
Isn't he on ESPN? Tyler Rust.
Nope.
Zachariah Smith. Who are these people?
don't
Might as
know.
well be Doug Jones. I don't know. Asher Hale. Wait a minute. They let go of Giant Zangier?
Who is that?
I don't know. Maybe little Zangier's big brother? I don't fucking...
Mercedes Martinez.
She was cool, but I
She
don't
was so
miss her.
popular, she made a run-in yesterday in AEW, and no one even knew who she was.
She was...
No one knew who she was.
Hey, it's...
So all these
That's
NXT
rough.
fans that are out there,
Right.
no one, it was like, who's that?
Yeah.
But if she had the mask on,
Right, yeah.
would they have known her?
Yeah.
Would they have known her?
Yeah, well.
Okay.
That's them, their apples. I do miss
was
Adam
that-
Cole.
What was that thing Martinez was in? What was that called? Retribution.
Ret-
If she had the Retribution outfit on,
Yeah,
people
well,
would have known it was her.
there you go.
You miss Adam Cole?
Of course I do.
Come on,
you
stop.
picking on Adam Cole. He's one of my favorites.
Go ahead.
Leave him alone. He plays big like Jericho, even though he's not huge. He's huge. With the
B-Fab,
punch.
Amber Moon, Eva Marie we miss.
Ember Moon, I do not miss.
No, Frankie Monet. No.
Eva Marie, I don't even miss Eva Marie. I don't even
Harry Davey Boy Smith Jr. The guy was there for like 10
Grand
seconds.
Metalik. You don't miss Grand Metalik?
Jeet Rana, Jesse Camille.
Karrion Kross. Wait a minute.
You know, I don't even miss Karrion Kross.
I don't either,
I
because-
did when it happened, but now I
But the
don't.
way they presented him on Raw, I was like, please
But
go
even
away.
even though I don't even miss him. Katarina Cortez.
Katrina Cortez.
You miss
No.
Keith Lee?
I miss what could have been. I don't
Miss
Keith-
what could have been.
I really do, but I don't miss Keith Lee. I miss the missed opportunity. I have not forgotten what happened when Lesnar and Lee were in the ring at the Royal Rumble. I have not forgotten that. That was fantastic. I really wish that Keith Lee's potential could have somehow been uncapped, but it didn't work out, and obviously
By the
there
way,
were good reasons.
Victoria Guerrero says cottage cheese legs has ended up on Impact.
Right. Yeah, he's got cottage cheese legs. It freaks me out. Mia Yim. No, I don't miss her. Nia Jax. Do you miss your buddy Nia Jax? She's not like most girls.
I miss my Nia Jax.
You miss? Really?
Yeah, I do.
I don't miss Nia, but her butt.
I miss her.
I don't miss Nia.
No, actually I don't. But
My hole. It was
Oni
my hole.
Larkin,
No.
Scarlett.
I miss her with Carrion, but I don't miss them.
Thank
It
you.
would have been
Trey Baxter,
Okay, Brad Baxter. from the
Zeta
Jets.
Ramir,
Okay.
Ashante Adonis.
You know, are these people with these famous last names related to them?
No, I think they just Drake Maverick.
No.
You missed him the first time he cried. Now you don't.
Don't miss him at all.
I don't miss him. I didn't miss him the first time he cried. I was
Isaiah
like,
Swerve Scott,
no, I don't miss him either.
Jackson Riker.
No.
You miss Johnny Drip Drip.
John Morrison's another missed opportunity, but I don't miss him.
Shane Thorne,
No.
Tegan Knox,
No.
Top Dollar.
I was thrilled when they got rid of him. I was like, get this guy out of here. And you were like, I don't get it. I thought that they were going to be over. Yeah, they're over. Over and out.
All right, we're going to hit a quick commercial break. We'll be back to discuss upcoming shows and to finish the leg of the shows. Hang in there with us. Was Billy Jack Kane's okay with you guys, Rick? We'll answer that question once we get back.
We shall return.
And APB, American Protection Bureau, voted #1 best on Long Island for all your security needs. Call 631-390-9050. That's 631-390-9050. APB. The Monte and the Pharaoh Show is brought to you by...
Because wine is your second favorite four-letter word. California wine, New York attitude. Good fucking wine.
Elm Logistics. For all your logistic needs, call 631-299-3595. That's 631-299-3595. Elm Global Logistics. Pride, performance, and partnerships.
In the mood for a freshly roasted cup of coffee? www.offtherailscoffeeroasters.com. All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast. Monte The Pharaoh, seen only here out of Indie Music TV. Don the Barber says he misses Slow Devin, a.k.a. Hannibal.
Okay.
Well, you can see him every week on his show.
he's around.
Anyway, to answer the question before we cut out of here, Rick Howard's asking you, Pharaoh, how is Billy Jack?
Oh, we love Billy Jack here. Billy Jack was great with us. Is Billy Jack okay? Isn't he another guy?
I haven't
that
heard.
kinda,
I
like,
tried to
disappeared?
reach out to Billy Jack a million times.
Billy
The last
Jack is
time
a
we
good
heard from him was
soul.
last time he called into the show.
I tell you, I know this is a very little thing, but it meant something to me. The last time we saw Billy Jack, he actually brought me something to drink.
Did he?
Yeah, I thought it was nice.
He's a
I
good
was like,
guy.
He's a nice guy.
He is a
Billy
good
Jack,
guy.
very cool.
I know he took the passing of, was it Tracy Smothers?
Yeah.
I think he took that pretty bad from what I
Yeah.
understood. So,
Okay.
but again,
I wonder.
I don't know.
I wonder about Billy Jack, where he is.
All right, guys, I want to thank everybody for joining us. We want to remind everybody on January 30th, which is that a Saturday, Matt? January 30th?
It's a day of the week.
It's a Sunday. So on January 30th, Sunday at 9:30 a.m., we've got Doink the Clown in studio.
Awesome.
And then at 11 a.m., the return of Barry Windham, where
Amazing.
we're going to have Wisteria Hall
That?
sing rap. What, it's not a secret.
It should be.
Why? I want people to look forward to that.
Okay, what are we doing? Oh,
We're gonna
that's
have
right.
Wisteria
We're going to be
Hall
the
sing.
West with the Wisteria, Texas Rednecks.
There you go. As you're going to sing Rap is Crap
I can't
with
believe
Barry
it.
Wyndham.
I can't believe we're
Which
doing
we love
this.
to do that type
How
of stuff.
are we going to convince Barry? Does he know about this? Rap is crap.
James Earl Cash says, "You're fired."
You're fired.
So what did we learn here?
What did we
Oh, Phil, it was, you know what, Rip Oliver's that you're right, Phil. Billy Jack took the passing of Rip Oliver very badly.
Right. Look at Phil knowing our
James
library
says,
better
"Sorry,
than
I
us.
turned in late. I had to catch the show when you guys repost it. It'll be right on once it's done." All right, so
So
anyway,
what did we learn? You said what did we
what
learn?
did we learn?
I don't know.
We learned
that Phil DeCesare has a carrying card club membership to the wrestling universe. I want to know how he got it. I think that's interesting.
What I learned is that Vince McMahon made all the right, or Nick Khan made all the right decisions and released everybody.
Merry Christmas, says Mike Monty.
And that's it.
See you later, bye.
I know, except for that.
That's
listen,
rough, Mike.
When you let people go, some misses do happen, like the Iconics. That was a mistake.
Yeah, that was a mistake
All right.
in my mind, but probably not in their
Anybody
mind.
else's
Yeah,
mind.
it's just us. We
just
like
us.
the Iconics,
Right.
And who else did you miss? You missed somebody else.
Lana.
You missed Lana. Yeah,
I miss Lana.
Okay, that's fine.
You know, and you missed the Fiend.
I missed the Fiend and Braun Strowman. I miss Braun Strowman. I do. I liked Braun Strowman. Did you see him in Ring of Honor? Because if you didn't, that's okay. 20 people saw him at the show when it was happening.
So Donna Barr wants to know, for the
Way to go,
right amount,
Braun.
before we cut out of here, for the right amount, can Wisteria Hall do a duet with Tony Atlas? Absolutely.
A duet?
We could do Wisteria Hall on our stage. We have a nice stage here, right, with a nice green screen. We can
Wait
put
a
some
minute.
good stuff
Now
on it.
hold on a second. They've heard Tony sing, right? Tony goes wild. I don't know if I could. Like Amazing Grace?
Matt, we could use the green screen, right? We could have some fun with that, right? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, it's going to be a good time. All right, anyway, we want to thank you all for joining us. We want to remind everybody that every Monday is Macho Man Days.
Yeah.
Every Tuesdays with Tony Alice.
That's right.
Wednesdays are Wednesdays with Wolfie D.
That's right.
Thursdays, you've got Monte and the Pharaoh. On Fridays, you've got This Week in Pro Wrestling.
That's what you got.
And starting Saturday, you've got In the Dungeon with Andrew Anderson and Kevin Sullivan. That should
Yep.
be exciting.
And usually, just out of reflex, usually Saturday into Sunday, you get the cable versions too. So
Phil
we are
says,
all over.
"Heartless man, baby."
Thank you, Phil. I appreciate that. Thanks, man.
Maria, great show as always. Thank you. Donna Barber, Tony
Thank
loves
you.
to sing.
Thank you.
And James says the Iconics are an impact. They call themselves the Inspiration.
Right.
Well, I want them back on our show.
Oh,
Rick
boy.
says, guys, thanks for a great show.
Thank
Anyway,
you.
we want to
Thanks
thank
for-
you all. Any parting words, Mr. Jimmy Farrow?
It's been great once again to have you guys let us come into your living rooms. And
Mr. Wonderful, thank you.
Mr. Wonderful, thank you, sir.
Put us out, Matt. Send
Matt's
us
going to
out.
take us out?
Take us out, buddy.
Take us out, buddy. Do it.
Thanks for tuning in. See you next week.
Later.